Today's video is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Stick around to learn how you can score some awesome deals on PC games. Starfield is finally here, and that means millions of players taking to the stars, a fair few of them about to live out their dreams of becoming notorious space pirates. My name is Kodiak, this is Legacy Gaming, and today we're sharing everything you need to know about Contraband, what it is, how to store it safely, and where to sell it to make some major credits. Teased during Starfield Direct, the idea of becoming a pirate and smuggling contraband was something that intrigued me, and I bet piqued your interest too. The idea is simple: become a pirate lord, steal ships from your enemies across the stars, and smuggle any contraband back to a vendor who will pay a premium for those goods. But that's easier said than done. First, we need to understand what contraband is. Throughout the galaxy, as you're salvaging abandoned labs and stealing loot from spacers, you'll run across contraband. You'll know it's contraband because it'll have insane value, and you'll also see a yellow icon indicating it's the good stuff. I've only run across a couple of contraband items in all my travels, same with Livid. They're rare, so keep an eye out because they can be found almost anywhere. Picking up an item won't inherently bring the UC down on top of you, but you do now have a marked item in your inventory. The question is, how do you get this to a vendor without one of the local security forces taking it and forcing you to pay a fine? Well, there's a couple things we can do. First, we can invest points into the social skill Deception. Each rank reduces enemy contraband ship scans by double digits, maxing out at 50% at rank 4. This is a great foundation for us to build on, but it does require you to spend your hard-earned skill points, which you might not be willing to do right off the bat, and that's okay. Check it out, guys. Today's video is made possible thanks to Green Man Gaming, an official retailer of PC game keys. You know we're constantly giving away free games on our Discord, but you can't always win, and that's when our friends Green Man Gaming steps up to the plate. I know what you're thinking. Are they legit? And the answer is absolutely. Just check out their ratings on Trustpilot, 4.6 stars with over 27,000 reviews. I've been buying games from them for years, and with a constant stream of new releases, anything I can do to save a few bucks really helps out. We're not talking old games either. The team is constantly pumping out deals for some of the biggest upcoming titles. Right now, if you hop on their website, greenmangaming.com, and use the code LEGACY17, you'll save 17% on some of the biggest upcoming games, like Lies of P, Mortal Kombat 1, Destiny 2, The Final Shape, and if you haven't done so already, scoop up Starfield. Again, that's LEGACY17 to save 17% on your next purchase. Another skill you might consider is payloads in the tech tree. Now, this is a bit odd because it clearly says on one of the game's loading screens that payloads increase the chance to avoid contraband scans, but the skill itself shows absolutely no indication of that. I'm including it in this video because the developers tell us point blank it works, but that's not exactly easy to test. Classic Bethesda. The final piece to this puzzle is tied directly to your ship, and to gain the necessary ship parts, we're going to have to first get in with the Crimson Fleet. This is relatively easy to do, but only if you're willing to break the rules just a bit. To trigger the start of this quest, you need to get caught by the UC security forces. You can most easily accomplish this by stealing something in someone's home or shop. Instead of throwing you right into jail, you'll be redirected to the UC Vigilance, the fleet's command ship. This will kickstart a quest line that you'll need to follow until you have access to the Key, the base of operations for the Crimson Fleet. Once you have full access to their base, you can talk to Jazz, the ship technician. And just like every other ship technician out there, she'll sell you ships and, more importantly, have a special inventory of ship parts. What you're looking for are shielded cargo bays, and Jazz has quite a few. These will, as the name suggests, shield your cargo from contraband scans, which is why it's the most effective way at avoiding detection. Now, truth be told, it took a lot of stumbling in the dark to find this out, mainly because I wasn't really focused on the Crimson Fleet storyline, but I'm glad I eventually started working on it because outfitting your ship with these cargo holds is the best way to store contraband and bring it back planetside to sell. If you checked out our Secret of the Mantis video, then you'll actually be ahead of the game because the ship you get as a reward for completing that quest, the Razor Leaf, actually has a small shielded cargo bay, perfect to kickstart your life of crime. Selling contraband isn't as straightforward as you might think. There are vendors on the Key that will buy your items. That's your best bet for an easy transaction, but you can also find buyers elsewhere, like the shady trade authority vendors that operate in most major cities. You can identify them thanks to their yellow and green jumpsuits. They'll give you the best deal on these parts as they are a neutral entity, which validates all the work you put in to make sure you can smuggle like the best of them. Fun fact, if you decide to really embrace a life of piracy, you could always speed up the process by stealing a Crimson Fleet ship, or attempting to at least. Their base of operations is in the Crick system, but you'll also run into them in other parts of the galaxy. Knock out their engines by taking the Targeting Control System skill, board their vessel, defeat the crew, and claim the ship as your own. Then, take it down to a starport like the one in New Atlantis, register the ship, and there you have it, your very own smuggling ship. Contraband is incredibly valuable, and with the right setup, it could be your surefire way to keep the credits rolling in. Well, there you have it, friends. Now you know how to embrace a life of crime and smuggle contraband in Starfield. I seriously hope this guide helped you understand the game just a little bit better, so if it did help, do me a solid, hit that thumbs up, and consider subscribing. It's still the single best way to help channels like ours grow. Of course, if you have questions about Contraband or want to share an additional tip or trick about becoming a pirate lord, feel free to leave us a comment down below. We love hearing from you all, and as always, appreciate the efforts you go through to help out our community. Of course, if you want direct access to Legacy, then consider joining us on Discord. We have over 20,000 members, a special section dedicated just for Starfield, and it's a great place to hang out, talk about new and upcoming games, and win loads of free prizes. That link, as always, is below. My name is Kodiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on!